Hello friends, it's Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How you doing today? Welcome to my channel and thank you for joining me. I'm here to share the finished lovely Lilacs journal and ephemera folder. I will show you and flip through, hopefully quickly, the lovely Lilacs journal first. So here's the cover. As you can see, I used a lace closure here. It matched, and I thought I have the whites in here, the white doilies. The cover has white, so I did a little white lace closure this time, and I think it looks really pretty with the book, with the journal. Here's the cover, which I already explained, so I'll try not to duplicate what I've already showed you, but it's just a layer of doilies that matches the cover. You know, this is layering from pieces from the kit, which has been sewn around this pretty little fabric flower with a button. And here's the spine. I used the original spine and did not cut the book apart. So I did use a purple wax cord to match the purple cover. And it's a repurposed Reader's Digest, just in case you didn't see my previous videos. So let's just get started with a quick flip through here. So it's 3 signatures, 144 pages counting fronts and backs. The front cover here has the lace pocket. I have lots of journaling cards and tags and things in here, so I'll try to go through those quickly. Pretty much all of them have been sewn around except for the ones, maybe a couple that haven't been sewn, and there's some that I printed on cardstock, so those probably aren't sewn around, but anyway, here's 2. And they're backed with coffee dyed paper. Some of my paper, coffee dyed paper, is mixed with my Rit dye, so that's how I get this two-toned effect here. It almost looks purple, but it's more toward the burgundy side because it was burgundy Rit dye. So anyway, I think it came out really pretty, and these are backed not with just coffee dyed paper. It's the paper that I've been making with a layer of coffee dyed paper, then a layer of book pages, and then whatever I'm putting on top, like the printed paper from the digital kit. And it almost feels like cardstock. And I sewed around it. I didn't have to sew around it, like these were glued together, but I just wanted to. I just really like the effect that the sewing, the handmade look of the sewn around journaling cards. I just love that. So. And I did use some beige and some lavender threads in here. So you'll see both, mostly the lavender thread, but I did use some beige or neutral toned thread also. I have a little charm here that I made out of pieces from the kit. They're hanging on a bulb pin with a little eyelet right here. And this is just a tiny postcard with a piece from the kit here, a little floral piece, and a little word that says pretty. All these pieces are on like cardstock, so they're very sturdy, so I just thought it would look good as a little charm hanging here. It's kind of just a little dangling right there on that little pin. So I went over the structure of the cover in the last video, if you haven't seen that, but I did reinforce the spine, since I used the original spine, and just took the book pages out. I reinforced the spine, then added this pretty purpley fabric, which I received in Happy Mail from Laura. This lace, and that's on both, the front and back here, you can see. Okay. And this book, is purple and white, and just went so well with this kit. It was actually amazing. I already had it in my stash, and thank goodness I found it. And because I have a lot of books, so I went through all of my Reader's Digests and all my books, pretty much looking for what books I had in the purple realm of colors, and found this one, and it really just went perfect with this kit. So as you can see, the first page here is a page from the kit, really beautiful, beautifully decorated. And this kit, again, just in case, I don't think I said it this time yet, but I've been saying it in all my videos, and I'll list her her Etsy shop and her YouTube channel below this video, but it's Shabby Dabby Doodah's kit, and it was designed by Tina of you know, Shabby Dabby Doodah, and it's just really, really, I love the colors. Just, I hope they're coming through because they're very vibrant and bright and cheery, and just really, really lovely, like the name of the kit, Lovely Lilacs. So, and the thing I like besides the colors and the florals was the postal little pieces in here. Like right here is, this is printed on the page as postcards and envelopes and stamps and things. So just really neat combination. So on the back of all of the printed papers, which were printed on bond paper, I coffee dyed all of the backs of the pages. Okay, so you will see coffee dyed pages, so plenty of room to write, add your own, you know, whatever you want to glue in, or you know, add to the pages. But here I added just a piece of paper that I had received in Happy Mail, again from Laura, where she had edge punched this piece of paper, and it had a purpley look to it, so I added it to the back of this page. And then here's some music paper. This is the music paper I used in here, or pages, are from vintage music books that my mom gave me. So not really nice size on this one. The music books that she gave me were all different sizes, but there's some they're just like so perfect for journals. You know, you can see I just was able to do it upright and just so neat. It's just the perfect size, and you'll see writing on some of them, and those were, whatever notes or writing you see, were notes from my mom, because she was in the choir and sang, you know, from these books in the choir, and she sang solos at church. So if you see writing on any of the music book pages, that's writing and notes from my mom. So just, I think that's a little fun bit of, you know, I think that's a fun thing. So, you know, I did try to erase them. Like these are in pencil right here. There's a little, it looks like a P, and there's a little note right there. It's in pencil, but I didn't try to erase it or anything. I just think that's really neat. So I had a lot of fun with the ephemera in this kit. There's tons of ephemera. There's tons of pages too, but anyway, I just had a lot of fun doing things and different things, and sewing and just doing different things with the ephemera. So this is an envelope I had, just a white envelope, and I had a piece of, this is from a calendar, that scrapbook calendar that I showed in the first video, where I was starting to gather things for this, you know, project. And it's my 2006 scrapbook calendar, and it had this little purple gingham page in there. I thought, wow, that is so perfect. I have to use that. So I ended up using it on this envelope. And then this is two pieces from the kit right here, a little label and a little flower. And then this was a cutoff from one of the printed, from the file folder that I printed a page on. So I put that scrap right here. And then so this is another label from the kit. And in here, see, I've tried to put things in all the envelopes. So inside, oh, I did print some of the ephemera on, you know, file folder. So that's what these are, little pieces that I cut out, you know, printed and then cut out and distressed, that were printed on file folder. And I like those. I like how those came out too. You know, it's pretty printed on bond paper. It's pretty printed on file folder, and just really everything I printed this kit on just came out so pretty. This is a pink dyed guest check. I don't have any pink ones. I know they come in pink, but I only have the green ones. So I dyed this with pink food coloring. You can see it's pink front and back. And then I added, this is a little, I fussy cut some of the flowers from the kit and put them on this. So you can still write on this on the front. You could write on the back. There's lines all over the back. So just a fun little piece. I had fun making it. So, oh, this was out. So now someone can have fun with it in this journal. So, yeah, and those are just tucked right in this little tuck spot right here. Right there. Okay, so a page from the kit here. And I did put purple lace on, let's see, 2 pages in each signature have the purple lace. So that's 6 pages in all. So like right here is some of that purple lace. Hopefully you can see it right here. It's all up and down the page, and it's sewn on. All the laces are sewn on, and the ribbons you see here, they're all sewn on too. So here's, I'm not going to say this is a page from the kit every time. You'll know when you see floral page that it's, of course, from the kit, right? So this is coffee dyed paper with that ribbon sewn on. And just a lot of pretty pages from that kit. Okay, and they're all coffee dyed on the back. This is the center of the first signature. So pretty, right? And then you see how this is printed. It's like a book page or a newsprint or whatever in the background here. And there's some French words. Very neat. This says greenhouse. So you can see there's lots of room to write in here. And lots of pretty pages. Here's some more lace. And this is a tuck spot that I made. I just sewed it on right down here. Okay, so this is what it looks like without anything in there. It's sewn on right here, so it can be a tuck spot. This is 2 pieces of the kit right here that I had glued together, sewn on, and then added, you know, as a tuck spot. And it just turned out really pretty there on that coffee dyed side of this paper. And then here is an envelope that I made from one of the pages. So I coffee dyed all of these too. And this looks like kind of like a receipt. And what I had done was I printed a couple of the pages and they didn't print right, okay? So I printed it and then I tried to print it 2-sided and the other side came out. It didn't come out right. Like, this is ephemera on here. That wasn't supposed to be on there. It just printed on here by mistake. So I said, okay, what can I do with these pages? I don't want to waste them. So I made envelopes out of a few of them. It only happened on a few pages, but I just went ahead and made an envelope, so you have this pretty envelope now that's made out of a receipt page that was this size, okay? And then I did distress all around. You can see the distress even on the folds and everything. And then it's decorated, since I accidentally printed on the back some of the ephemera. It's like decorated on the inside and the back. So I think that was a really, it came out to be a good thing, right? It's decorated on both sides here, so. And then this is a piece of, you know, ephemera from the kit. Really beautiful. I did this quite by accident, this 2-tone color, and it just came out so pretty. I couldn't do that again if I tried, but it, you know, I could try, but it won't, you know, no 2 pieces of that paper are going to be the same, right? So here's a pretty page. Oh, I didn't put this back in here. I don't think, well, I think it was like this. This was there, the envelope, and then this was in there. Okay, yeah, we got it back together. So I have some paper clips in here, and all the paper clips, pretty much all of them, I hung a little charm on. So this is a tuck spot in this music page. I'll show you a little charm first. It's a pretty little kind of bobble here. And then hung on this pretty paper clip. And then another, well, this is a little, I thought some of these little pages look like letters or stationery. So that's what I, you know, made it into. I made it into stationery. And so this looks like, you know, letterhead here. Then you can write all over here. And then here's the back. I did just distress the whole thing all around and on the creases and the folds to look like really old paper. And if you can see right here, a corner punch. And this is an idea I want to share. Laura had sent me some papers with corner punches on it, right? And I thought, oh, that's so pretty. I think I need to go ahead and get myself a corner punch. And I even looked on, you know, like Amazon and stuff, but I didn't buy one. And I was like, well, you know, I don't know if I really want to buy one. I don't know, you know, if I want to, you know, put out any money right now, just after Christmas. So what I ended up doing was I have 2 of these edge punches. So this is an idea. If you haven't thought of it, you know, it's a pretty simple idea, but I just thought of it today for the first time. I did it. And so I have 2 corner punches, and I tried them both on the corners. The other one didn't come out right on a corner because it kind of cut off the corner instead of making this pretty design on the corner. But this one did. So you can check out your edge punches and just see how they punch on a corner, because this is a Fiskars, and if you can see the little design right here, this one, if you have this one, it works really good on the corner. All I did was put the corner in like right here, okay, and you can see it from the bottom, and make sure it's in the right spot right here. I put it right in this middle one, so then you just make sure it's right there, where you want it. Make sure it's not going over, your paper's not going over here or over here, because then it'll punch in the, it'll punch over here or whatever, and you kind of just want it right on the corner, right? So yeah, that's what I did, and now I have a corner punch. I don't have to buy one, right? So, and it's really pretty little. It makes this one, that if you have this one or one like it, it makes a pretty, I'm trying to make sure you can see that, it makes a pretty little corner there. So perfect, I don't have to buy one now. So that was an awesome discovery today. And I don't know if I showed you everything here. I had a journaling card in there in the envelope, another envelope that, let's see, this one, yeah, this one printed ephemera on the back too, so I made that one into an envelope. And so now, it just looks decorated on the back. And so that came out really neat. An accident that worked out very well. That's how it does. That's how it happens in junk journaling a lot, right? Happy accidents. So this is the back of that music page that we just looked at with the tuck spot. Here I added a piece of the paper from Laura, where she sent me some like tea dyed or coffee dyed paper with her little corner punches on there. And I've been using them to add to music pages where, you have the music and then you have this piece of paper that you can write on, or you can even use it as a frame or whatever you want, So next page here, this is, I can't even remember what I did here. Let's see, how does this work? Okay, so this was a card. I've been trying to use things that I have that I haven't used. So I have this little set of like cards and envelopes. This was one of the cards. It's like a set of, they're pretty much like 3 by 5, like postcard size, maybe 3.5 by 5.5. And so, and there were some purple ones in there. So I pulled this one out. I put a little piece from the kit here. This is paper. This is on, the bond paper. I sewed it onto the page, but I had sewed these pieces on here first. This little piece from the kit here, which is on, the 2-layer of coffee dyed and book page, so it's like cardstock. And then this piece, little label right here. And this is like a really cute receipt from the kit, really neat. And so those are on there. So you have like a double tuck spot here. And then this is another one of those cards from this little card set that I'm talking about, a purple one. So I layered it with a page from the kit where I printed out some of them small. I did my little corner punch that I discovered today, right here, of coffee dyed doily and a label from the kit, and it's just a nice, pretty journaling card that I had stuck right back here. And then this is a tuck spot right here too. So this was an actual, let's see, this was another page from the kit that I managed to print one-sided instead of two-sided. So I left this, I folded this like an envelope, but so you can use it as an envelope, or you can use it as like a secret journaling spot, like you can journal inside. I kind of like to do that in my journals, where I journal in a place that you can't see. So I can open up my journal and show it to you, and you won't see any of my writings. You know what I mean? Not that you can't see them, but I kind of like to keep that private. So I just like to write on journaling cards and then stick them in a pocket or a tuck spot, or something like this would be really cool to write in here and then fold it up, tuck it, tuck it back into your little tuck spot, and there you have a pretty page without everybody seeing. Not that you show it to everybody, but I show my journal to people. Like, look at this. Isn't this cool? And they can't see my writings, but they can see my pretty pages. So anyway, that's that page explained. Okay, so that was only the first signature. I'll try to go a little faster. It's just kind of fun explaining all the details here. So we've got a heart-shaped paper clip here with a pretty little dangle right here, bead dangle, or a charm. Trying to make sure you can see that. Okay. And on this side, what do we have? Okay. Here is a pretty little receipt from the kit. I just folded it up like it was a receipt, you know, I mean, it looks like a receipt, so I figured I distressed it. All of these I distressed around the edges and in the creases on both sides. So I think those came out really pretty. They're all coffee dyed to begin with, and then distressed on top of that. So I don't think I'm going to get that back in there without taking that off. This was an envelope from that card and envelope set that I was just talking about. So those purple cards had kind of matching envelopes. So I put a piece from the kit on there. You can see this right here, and a label. And then inside is a journaling card. Okay? And that's in there. And we'll paper clip that back on there. Okay, so on we go. I'm going to flip kind of quick so we can get this done. So I know it took a long time on that first part. So pretty here. Sewn on lace. This is a page from the kit. It's got a light pink look to it, and it's got some French words right here. Really pretty. And then I'll just keep flipping until we come to a pocket. You can see how the coffee dyed the center of the second signature. Look how pretty that is. I love all these receipts in here. Okay, here's another tuck spot. This is just a collage tuck spot where I had made some collages, and I put a piece from the kit on top, sewed it on the page as a tuck spot. In here, if you saw my, let's see, I did a couple of videos where I worked on the ephemera, so if you saw on my previous videos, you saw where I made these. I think I made this on my lunch hour crafting video. It came out really pretty. You see the eyelet. I think I said in that video I was going to go home and put an eyelet and some string or yarn, and this is some really pretty yarn here. This I received from Laura in Happy Mail. It's like my people, my friends that send me Happy Mail know the perfect thing to send me. It's amazing how it all comes together. But here's another piece from the kit with my new little discovery of the corner punch, and you can see how pretty those came out. A little stationery. I'll call that one stationery. And then this is a little journaling card from the kit. And then we'll turn that page. Tuck spot here with a couple of journaling cards. This one looks like a pretty little postcard, so cool. Sorry, I know there's a shadow there. Trying to make sure I'm in where you can see and away from the shadows. So, and here's another music page where I put, on this one I put a coffee dyed doily. Again, perfect spot to use this as a frame or a writing spot. Here's a little tuck spot here with pieces from the kit that this was sewn around, and then it was sewn onto this page, and added another little floral piece from the kit. And this is another receipt from the kit. So pretty. I love the feel and sound of that paper too. Okay, we made it through that one pretty quick. This is the third signature. You can see all the first pages. I put really pretty pages on the first pages to start the signature. Here's a little pom-pom paper clip here. Purple to match, of course. Some journaling cards. They all are backed with that pretty paper. And I just have them under this paper clip so they don't try to fall out on me. And then the lace again. The ribbon. And here's another tuck spot. This is another one of the collage tuck spots right here. There's a piece from the kit on top of it, and the word bloom right there. There were some words in the kit, like the one in the front where it said pretty. That was from the kit too. Journaling cards. And this little flashcard that I had decorated in one of my videos is in here. Very cute. And that's a postage stamp from, I believe I got that one from, yeah, it says right on it, New Zealand, from Louisa, my friend in New Zealand, sent me that. Middle of the third signature. So pretty, like nice spread there. And then the back half of the second signature with the ribbon, the lace again. I've got a paper clip here with a, like a fringe dangle or charm. And 3 little journaling cards here. See, that one looks like a little postcard. So cute. And this one's pretty floral. This one looks like a little envelope. So adorable, right? Okay, we'll get that back in there. And this is another piece of the Laura's paper here on. I think I used it just about all up now, except, well, I used all the tea dye and coffee dye I have. I think a couple other colored pieces, but this is just so pretty on the coffee dye paper. I just love it. And then this is the last page here. Okay, you'll see the back, how pretty that is, the back page. But this right here is a tuck spot where I sewed on one of these long, narrow receipts, sewn on the page. And this little owl I received from Maria in Happy Mail. These are on cards, like tags, but I didn't know if I could cut them out. But I did manage to cut one out because they're really kind of thick cardboard, those tags that Maria sent me. But I wanted to cut one out really bad to put in here because it just looks so pretty with the, you know, the colors in here, and it kind of matched, I thought. So that's a pretty little owl right there, and that's glued on to this piece that's sewn on here. And then in this pocket I have this journaling card. You can see how pretty. And this is a flash card that I made, you know, on did I make this on video? I think I did make this on video, yes. In one of my videos, previous videos to this, just video, I made this card with the butterflies. And then after the video, I sewed around it, and I glued on, first I glued on this paper on the back. It's coffee dyed paper with some lines. And then I sewed around it too, just for effect, because like I said, everything's glued together, so it doesn't have to be sewn on. But I just really like the look and feel of the whole thing, with the sewing and everything. It just has such a nice handmade look when you sew on it, right? So that's kind of, you know, I mean, I like it because it does, you know, it's another insurance that everything is going to be held together, but it's not like I had to sew on it. I just like that handmade look. So that is the book. That's the journal. So let me show you the ephemera folder real quick. I really love this one. This is only the second time I made an ephemera folder to go with one of my journals to hold all of the extra goodies instead of just making it a surprise. I'm showing it to you. So this is the goodies that come free with the journal. I printed a page on the file folder here and on the inside. So, and then I added 2 pockets. So you have 2 tuck spots on each side here. I loaded it up, as you can see. There was so much ephemera in this kit. It was amazing. But I will try to show you quickly what's in here so this video doesn't get too much longer. But I made a postcard here. I made this one out of, I copied one of my antique postcards. This one says, "To one I can't forget." So it's like a little Valentine. It was an antique Valentine postcards. I only have a couple of those, so I didn't want to let them go. But I copied it. It looks really beautiful. Added some of my pretty paper on the back and sewed around it. So I mean, it looks almost authentic. I mean, it really looks like the original. It's came out quite amazing, and I really love it. And then a little book. I like to make these little books too. I just had, like I said, so much fun making the ephemera in here. I could just make ephemera, you know. But I had fun with the journal too, as you could see. But anyway, this little book came out so cute. I made it from a page in the book. I put a bunch of scraps in here. I literally went to my scrap box, took out a bunch of scraps and cut them to fit in here, sewed down the middle. But this one, you can see there's different little pages in here. Just fun, you know, scrapbook papers, lined papers, magazine pages. But this one I had in my scrapbook just like this, and it was a fussy cut little piece from a magazine of these flowers. And I thought, wouldn't that look cool right in the middle? When you open this up, right in the middle you have this pretty floral kind of 2-page spread there. Even though this is a little just, you know, piece that I'm throwing in here for fun, I still wanted it to look really pretty. And then the other pieces I have in here are journaling card, you know, sewn around. Let's see what else. This is a little envelope that was from the kit. Okay, what did I do here? I remember doing something here. It's sewn around the whole thing, okay? So like this didn't really need to be sewn up here, but for effect, I sewed the this part together because, you know, to make it into an envelope. And then I went ahead and sewed around the whole flap here. And what I did in the flap, this is not printed on here. This is pieces or flowers from the kit that I fussy cut and glued on here. So it has 2 layers on here, and it's really neat. It looks like I printed it, but like I said, those are cut out pieces that I glued on there. And then this was white on the back, so I did distress in there, so it looks like it's coffee dyed. So I think it came out really pretty, and there is a journaling card in here too. So cute, right? And it's really a neat little envelope. Journaling card. Let's see if we can get it all back in here now. Oh, and this was in there too. A little paper bag, and of course it has something in here. This is a little postcard from the kit where I added just some lace, postage stamp from the kit, and the word thoughts there. You know, that's all sewn on. And this could actually be put on a page and used as a tuck spot here. And these are loose, like I just sewed right here on the edges. So this can actually be used as a little tuck spot too, if you wanted to use it in this journal or another journal. And that's in this paper bag. It opens up right here at the top, and this is a piece from the kit that I kind of fussy cut out and added some little Tim Holtz people there. So, can you tell I had fun with this? Just had a ball, really. Okay, there's so much in here. I don't want to. I don't want to break my pockets. Okay, so this side. Let's take everything out. Hopefully I'll get it back in there, right? Okay, I'll start from the back, from the bottom, so we can put it in bottom to top. Okay, so this was a white envelope. I was just having fun with this. I tore this. I wanted to just see what it looked like with a torn piece from the kit. So I tore that off. You can see before I glued it on here, I distressed the edge of the tear and then added these 2 pieces from the kit. And my goal was not to cover the whole envelope. I've done that, and I wanted to do something different. So you can see underneath it's a junk mail envelope, but with some pretty pieces on it, right? And then on the back, just another piece of that torn. You know, I tore some more off, put it right here, and another little floral piece. This kit had a bunch of little floral circles, and that's one of the circles right there. And this just a little silk flower I had sitting around, and I said I need to do something with that, and I just sat it in here because I said I knew I wanted to use it somewhere. So I ended up putting it right here. It's 2 layers of flower, like a leaf and a flower, glued them all together like the, you know, 2 layers, and then I added a little purple gem right in the middle of the flower. So cute. I didn't put anything in this one. Okay, that's all right. It's ready for you to use. And then the next thing is a flashcard, vintage flashcard that I just added some decoration on here. There's some lace and just 2 pieces from the kit right there, and that's an old one. I think that's one I got from Maria. And then this is an envelope I made from the kit. This one is glued together, all pretty coffee dyed and everything. And this is one that was printed by mistake on the inside with the ephemera. And in here, I put a bunch of stuff. There was a bunch of things from the kit that I didn't use. Well, let me show you first. First there's a journaling card right here. That was in the envelope, so that's in here. And then there's a bunch of little pieces here that I didn't use from the kit. So, like here's a word, the word flower, just as a cutoff. I mean, I just picked up everything that was sitting here and put it in this little envelope. Some labels. Here's another word, smell the flowers. One of the little circles I was talking about. A little receipt, one of those little long narrow receipts, except this is a little mini one. Bunch of labels. I love labels, so I figured somebody might have fun with those, and a little tiny like mini invoice there. And that was just from the kit, some little mini pieces. And I tried to use them all, but I had those left. I figured, well, I'll just put them in here and somebody can have fun like I did with those, right? A few more things. This is an envelope that I received from Louisa. Louisa made this envelope. It's purple, so I wanted to add it to this journal because of the color. And so she has made this layering here with a New Zealand stamp, which is purple. It opens up like this, and I did add, let's see, did I add this or did she add this? Oh yeah, I added some more leftover pieces here. So these are all little pieces from the kit that I, printed, cut out, coffee dyed, distressed, whatever. And this one has a little bit of layering and sewing on it. You can see 2 pieces from the kit, and it's sewn right there. I was just sewing today. Having fun. A little mini envelope here, a postcard. Let's see. This is like a little envelope here, and it has a little stamp and everything on it. Super cute, right? So those are all in that envelope. Fit in there perfectly. And then this is a little vocabulary card that I decorated. I think I might have done this one on my lunch break video too. But I just wanted to have fun with these. I haven't had these very long, a few weeks, but I hadn't done anything with them, so I wanted to have some fun with those. So there you go. There's a journaling card right there. And a little tiny mini flash card. Added an eyelet and this pretty, it's got 2 layered ribbon there with some lavender in the middle. A layer of doily piece from the kit, and that says smell the flowers, and you can see the original flash card. And these are old and vintage, and these, see this one, I think this one I received from Maria too, this flash card, but I did all the layering and adding of the decorating, so that was fun to decorate those little mini postcards. So that's the ephemera kit and the goodies that come along with this kit. So it's already listed in my shop. I hope you enjoyed the walkthrough. I had total fun. I just took my time and just had a lot of fun with this. And I want to give you a view here of the journal, just so you can see what it looks like closed. Here's the, it doesn't exactly really have to have a tie closure. It sits like that. And then here's the side view of the with the laces and the charms. And the laces and the charms and the ribbons. So it's all, really pretty. So, yep, I like how it came out. So, anyway, thanks for watching and joining me today. And I hope everyone has a great day. See you later and happy crafting.